Hello there and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this series, I share my journey at Microverse as a Microverse student or as a Micronaut. This video is about week 20. It's already the last week of the Ruby module where we had the Capstone project named Catalog of My Things. I'm gonna share the project and what we learned so far. Enjoy! Catalog of My Things is a Ruby-based console application. Now, when we say console application, we just mean that you can interact with this application through a black screen, usually, that inputs and outputs data only as text. Now, this Catalog of My Things is designed to allow users to organize and store data about their personal catalog of items. With this application, you can easily manage various types of collections such as books, music albums, games, and movies. These collections are saved as objects, and these objects are created via different classes, and these classes have different relations or associations between each other based on this UML diagram. I don't want to go in details here. I just want to mention the two relation types we can see shown in the diagram. The first one is between the bottom classes, the music, album, movies, and game, and the item class, where the bottom classes are children of the item class. These four classes inherit the properties and methods of the item class in addition to the unique properties and methods that are defined inside each of them. We understood that from the arrow shown in the item class. Let's call these classes the children classes. The second relation is how the other four classes, the genre, source, author, and label, relate to the item class. Again, from the diagram, we can see the 1 in one side and the asterisk symbol, which means many, in the other side. That illustrates that there is a one-to-many relation or association. Let's call this the association classes. Now, with that in mind, there was some confusion on how to create the instances of the association classes considering the ask user interface. So as we can see, there are 4 add options for the children classes. However, it's not mentioned how or where we are supposed to add the option to let the user add the association classes. So naturally, different teams use different approaches. Some teams just straight away added 4 more options for the association classes. So in addition to the options to add movie, add music, add these things, they added options to add a genre, a label that are separate. So that actually could mean that there is no association or relation between the two types. However, that was approved as well, so that was accepted. That is correct. Other teams would prompt the user. As we can see, once the user choose one of the 4 shown options, let's say a music album, then the user will be prompted to choose what type or what association would they want to make for that item. That was correct as well. In my team, our approach was something in the middle. So we used the required user interface, so we are showing only 4 add options. However, the user will be able to create associations only as pairs. So for example, if I created a music album, I can only link it with a genre. If I created a book, I am only linking it with the label. And how did we divide it is just how did we distribute the work. So for example, I worked on the music album and the genre class, so I created association between these 2 classes, and my partners did the same. And of course, that was correct and approved as well. However, thinking about it again after finishing the week now, I think the second approach or implementation is the best one. I want to say that this week was amazing. It's the first time that we work in a group capstone project of four partners in the same team. I was the team leader, and we finished the logic, the user interface, and the database, and got approved like with everything just on day three. So big shout outs to my amazing team, Sumaya, Steven, and of course my brother Misal. In general, I feel like this module was the fastest to pass. Like, I feel like it just passed. And I do appreciate Ruby as a programming language more, and I'm much more comfortable with it now. Looking forward to the Ruby on Rails module next week. It will be the last technical module. So this will be the last technology that we learn in Microverse, and I'm ready for it. So finally, don't forget the like, subscribe, and notifications bell. If you have any feedback or questions, add a comment, connect with me on LinkedIn and Twitter. Have a beautiful day and happy coding.